Now, we got one more news. The Baltimore Ravens are reported to be interested in signing their secret wide receiver weapon. I don't know how long these Ravens have been keeping this weapon from us, but let me tell you guys, this guy is legit. And Lamar Jackson loves him. And the player I'm talking about. What is going on, Ravens flock? My name is Drastic, and I want to welcome you guys back to another video on our YouTube channel, Flockin' Ravens. And on today's video, we're going to be talking about the latest Ravens news. And to be honest with you guys, there is a lot of news that has been coming out for the past week, so there is a lot to talk about. But let's start off this video by talking about Justin Houston signing with the Panthers, right? Because on my last video, literally the last video that I uploaded, I talked about Justin Houston possibly signing with another team if the Ravens hold on way too long. Because the same thing happened with Marcus Peters, Calais Campbell, Demarcus Robinson, and now Justin Houston. I told you guys, we need Justin Houston back just as much as we needed Marcus Peters, Calais Campbell, Demarcus Robinson, and obviously Justin Houston. We needed all of those players back for obvious reasons. Insurance purposes, right? Because the Ravens, they're putting all their eggs in one basket, with that being David Ojabo and the rookies. Now, look at it. Oh, and also with the cornerback position, they're also doing the same thing with Marlon Humphrey and Rock Ya-Sin, right? Here's the problem I have with this, because a lot of you guys are like, nah, we're good. We're the Ravens know what they're doing. We shouldn't question them. You know, what they're doing, Rock Ya-Sin is great. Marlon Humphrey is great. We got David Ojabo. Here is my problem with this. David Ojabo, I've seen him in person. He's legit. He's legit. All right? As long as this man is on that field, we're good. We're going to be just fine, right? He's legit. I'm not even going to. Now, I also got a chance to see Owe. I also got to see Odafe Owe, right? And I was hoping that David Ojabo and Owe would have the same effect as Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith. The moment these two played together on that field, something changed in Patrick Queen. Like very quick, very quick. And I was hoping the moment David Ojabo will start practicing on that field with Odafe Owe, we would see the same effect. But unfortunately, we didn't. He's not horrible, but it's the same Odafe Owe. I didn't see anything impressive on the field. But keep in mind, when I went, pads weren't even on. So you can't really judge what you see on the practice field when pads aren't even on, because they can't even tackle at their full potential, full force. You know, you got to play it safe because you don't want to injure anyone, right? But either way, I honestly didn't see anything impressive out of Odafe Owe. Any changes, the same thing. But David Ojabo, on the other hand, even though pads were not on, he was rushing towards Lamar. He was doing really good. He was doing very, very good. So David Ojabo, we're set with him, right? But I'm not trying to wish. I hope David Ojabo does not even have any sort of injury. But you can't guarantee. Like Harbaugh, EDC, you guys cannot guarantee that David Ojabo is going to remain healthy, right? You can't guarantee that. You're pretty much banking on just going with David Ojabo on purely his just his skills, right? His skills. And you can't do that, because right after that, you have to take into account this guy could possibly get injured. This guy could possibly have some family emergency where a lot of players, I mean, they'll play through a family member passing away. That's true, but not every player does that, right? So you got to take that into account. You got to take into account illness. Illness. It doesn't even have to be the flu, COVID. It could be a stomach bug. Like, you have to take into account all of those things. So after David Ojabo, what do we have? What do we have to rely on? Here is why Justin Houston not coming back to Baltimore is a huge blow to the Ravens. Because if David Ojabo, for whatever reason, misses 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, who's going to fill in those shoes? You're going to bank on Odafe Owe. You're gonna bank on one of these rookies. Who are you going to put to replace Odafe Owe? And it's not going to kill the momentum that these Ravens are trying to build, because everything is momentum. In every single team, you want to start building that momentum. I mean, Harbaugh preaches this all the time. You got to stack up these wins. You got everything is a momentum. As the season goes on, you want to build on that. And every win, you want to keep stacking, keep building, right? So, with David Ojabo going out, or let's even say Marlon Humphrey, if he goes out, who are you banking on? Rocky Asin, he's I'm not a fan. I'll be honest with you. What I saw, I'm not a fan. Pepe, he's okay. Uh, the other guy, out of Alabama, I forgot his name. He's all right. He's not amazing. He's all right. Keep in mind, I know this is their second year, but technically they're not rookies. But to me, they're rookies because they didn't play a whole season last year. They played like, I think maybe less than a handful. I don't know how many games they played, but they didn't play that much. And they didn't play every single snap. They were like in rotation. So they're still inexperienced. So if Marlon Humphrey goes out, who are you banking on? Rookies and Rocky Asin. So again, if these, we have great talent. We have Marlon Humphrey, he's great. We have David Ojabo, he's great. We got OBJ. We got what's this, Nelson Aguilar, right? We got all these great talents, but you can't bank on only them based on just talent. Like, oh, we have these players, they're great. We don't need more because they're great. No. What if they go down? What if they go out for whatever reason? Who are you guys banking on? That's why I told you guys, bring back Marcus Peters, Demarcus Robinson, Calais Campbell, bring back Justin Houston, because just for insurance purpose. I'm not saying, oh, put them to start every single snap, to play every snap. I'm not saying for that. I understand some of you guys don't want to see that. That's why you guys didn't want Calais back. Some didn't want Houston back, Marcus, whatever. I'm not saying that that's why it's a huge blow because now we don't have a starter. No, we have plenty of starters. We have quality starters, right? But after that, what do we have? We don't have anything. And I'm sorry I keep repeating the same thing, but it's just like some of you guys just don't get it. You guys just for some reason do not get it. If these players go down, which you have to put that as a possibility, who do we have? I really hope that us missing out on Calais Campbell, Justin Houston, Marcus Peters, Demarcus Robinson is not going to be something that we're going to regret later on. Because I don't want to make a video telling you guys like, look, I told you so, right? I don't, because at the end of the day, I'm a Ravens fan, right? I want this team to make it all the way to the Super Bowl. But us missing out on these players, quality players that still have something left in the tank, each and every one of them, in case one of our, I'm not going to repeat it. You already know what I'm trying to say. But I just hope that we do not regret this. Clearly, the front office is very confident. They have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. They have all the answers, right? I don't agree with their answers. I don't. And that's not bad. That does not mean I'm not a true Ravens fan. That doesn't mean you're a better Ravens fan because you like to kiss the front office, but that's not at all what that means. All right. You guys can agree with everything they do. I don't care. I'm not, because I'm already seeing like the possibilities. Yes, I see what the front office sees. There is talent. We have talent on both sides, offense and defense. We have talent. But it's very limited. Right? It's not like our depth is like stacked with talent after talent. No, we don't have that. We do have some quality players in every single position. We do. But my worry is if something goes left, what's your solution? You guys don't have even a Band-Aid. Like, I'm sorry, you guys don't. So that's the part that really worries me. Like, at this point, we got to pray that each and every player remains healthy. I'll take a step further. Look, like I said earlier in the video, David Ojabo, he's the truth. He's for real. As long as this man is on that field, I don't see any Ravens fan complaining about the pass rush. I don't. Not a single fan. Because he is that good, all right? And with that being said, now that we know just how good he is, let's protect him at all costs. All right. This preseason game, I know it means the world to John Harbaugh and even to some of you fans. I know you guys want to keep that streak going, whatever. But let's take a look at David Ojabo's injury history, right? Look, David Ojabo, he's for real. He's the truth, all right? As long as this man is on that field, I don't see a single Ravens fan complaining about the pass rush. Not one, all right? So now us knowing just how good this man is, protect him at all costs, all right? Preseason games are coming up. There is no need to have David Ojabo out there every single snap. This man already earned his spot. Who's competing against him? Like, no one's neck to neck with David Ojabo. At least from what I saw, no one is neck to neck with David Ojabo. So why? I'm already saying all of this because I don't want to see David Ojabo on that preseason game every single snap. I don't want to see that. I don't. We need to protect this guy so that he could at least make it to week 1. And that goes for every single starter that the Ravens are banking on. All right. If you didn't bring back Marcus Peters because you feel so confident about Marlon Humphrey, don't put him in the preseason game. Don't do that. If you guys didn't bring back, I don't know, Demarcus Robinson because you guys feel confident in Nelson Aguilar, don't put him in the preseason games. Because why would you risk not bringing these guys back, but you're risking these guys getting injured in a game that means nothing? And now we got to talk about what's been going on in practice, because I've been seeing fans losing their mind on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even YouTube. I've seen some YouTubers like go crazy off these reports that have been coming out of the training facility, right? Which I'm gonna give you guys my take on that, right? So based off from what I've been reading, the Ravens have been practicing their third and longs, right? And that's where a lot of these confusions, mistakes from the quarterbacks throwing interceptions, the O-line just getting ran through, all of that has been going on while they're practicing their third and longs, right? And obviously with other drills as well. I don't really see a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys why. Before you guys go crazy in the comments, let me tell you guys why. For the past 2 weeks or so, all we've been hearing is that the defense has been getting beat every single play. Marlon has been getting beat. Odafe, Rocky Asin, Marcus Williams, right? All these different players on defense have been getting beat, right? Because OBJ has been making big plays. Zay Flowers, Nelson Aguilar, and so on, right? So, are you guys shocked that the defense actually got things together and said, you know what, we need to fix this. We cannot be getting beat play after play after play. I mean, that's what we want, right? We want them to get better, because some of y'all were even complaining like, oh, this is so bad that the offense is cooking them. We don't want that. It should be, back and forth or whatever. Now that you guys got that, now you guys are freaking out. Like, relax. The defense are getting themselves together, right? And based on what we have, if they're practicing a third and long, listen, our cornerback is not the best, but we have okay, out of Marlon Humphrey, we have good players. And let's not forget Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton, all right? It's a no-fly zone, all right? And that's what these Ravens are going up against. That's what Lamar Jackson is going up against. Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams, Mr. I'm picking off every single time you try to throw 20 plus yards. Yo, it's not just with Lamar Jackson. Like, this is going to happen with any quarterback on third and long. Our defense, when it comes to that, they're going to eat. They're going to eat with Kyle Hamilton. This should make you guys happy, all right? Because us putting pressure with Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, Odafe Owe, right? Getting the opposite team in a position where they have to force a third and long throw, and then Marcus Williams, Kyle Hamilton picking them off. You guys have to be excited about this, all right? Now, This gives the Ravens a chance, the offense, a chance to improve. This is what practice is for, right? So y'all gotta figure it out. Y'all gotta look at what you guys are doing wrong. Maybe the footwork is not right. Maybe you guys are not in the right position. Maybe we need to move certain players here, there, whatever. Whatever you guys need to do to figure it out, which I'm sure they will. All right? Let's not pretend like we have some like trash, sorry O line. We don't. We don't. I know some of you guys are frustrated and you guys are trying to make it seem like, oh my God, this player sucks, our guard sucks, our center sucks. That's not at all the case. You guys don't honestly believe that. All right. This is what practice is for, guys. All right. And it's good that we're seeing this in practice. All right. Because you guys don't want to see this in an actual game going up against the Texans. Could you guys imagine us looking like this when we're going up against the Texans? What do you guys prefer, now or later? So it's better that we see the mistakes now and we see how we can improve it. All right. Now I get it. It is worrisome, right? It is a little worrisome. I'm not throwing it like it's nothing to worry about at all, but it's not to the extreme of some of you guys are like, oh my God, we need to start looking at signing X, Y, and Z. We need to cut this player, cut that player. It's not. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. All right. I think we'll be fine. I think as the practice goes on, we'll see an improvement on both sides, right? Because obviously the defense, they're stepping up. They're changing because they're not getting beat as often anymore, right? Because before all you heard was like how they were getting beat through the middle, outside, all of that. And now you're hearing like, yo, Mark Andrews can't get open in the like nothing is open in the middle. Like that's not where you want to throw the ball, and that's a good thing to have because now it forces the Ravens to think of other. If that happens in a real game, now you have to adjust, right? You have to learn to adjust. All right, we can't just rely on the middle. All right, if they're telling us that we can't do that, we gotta think of another plan. And that's what I want to see. I want to see how Todd Monken adjusts his play. Because let's be honest, this should not all fall on the players. Some of this should fall also on Todd Monken, all right? Because Todd Monken needs to adjust. If for any reason the defense in a real live game, the defense is not letting you throw down the middle, you have to adjust. You have to adjust, and you have to adjust in a way that we still get this first down. We still move the chains. So Todd Monken has to adjust. I get it too. The players have to try to execute whatever the offense coordinator tells you to do, right? Whatever play he tells you, y'all gotta execute. But if the defense is just that good, they're just like saying, no, we got this covered. Y'all are not gonna throw here. Y'all not gonna come here, whatever. You guys have to adjust. Todd Monken has to adjust his play call. All right? He has to adjust his play call. Because let me remind you guys, for the past 5 years, we've been going through the same thing with Greg Roman. This man could not adjust his play calls to save his life. He couldn't. Whatever game plan he had, that was the game plan from start to finish, no matter what. It didn't matter if the defense was shutting us down. It was the same game plan from start to finish. We do not want the same thing with Todd Monken, right? This is your chance to learn how to adjust your play call, all right? You gotta look at what the defense is allowing and what they're not. If they're not allowing you in the middle of the field, readjust. You have to readjust because we don't want to be doing great up to week 4 and then everyone starts figuring out what we do, right? Our game plan, right? And then come week 5, week 6, whatever, they shut us down. And then we're going to keep doing the same thing over and over like with Greg Roman. We're all going to complain. We're all going to whine and complain and throw a fit, whatever, right? Just, no, we don't want to do that. So start now. If the defense is not giving you what you want, adjust your game plan and find a way to move the chains so that the team can move down the field, all right? That's what we need from Todd Monken, and these players need to do a better job to execute. All right, the players need to do their part just as much as the offense coordinator needs to do his part. All right, it's a whole team effort, the entire team. everyone has to pull their weight. Speaking of Greg Roman, guess who's back on that practice field? Pancake Pat. Yo, Patrick Ricard is back on the practice field. Now, I don't know what's going to be his role on this team. I mean, I don't know because, Greg Roman used them a lot. Like, he used them for everything. He used them as wide receiver, like 1, 2 at times, right? So, I don't know where Todd Monken is going to put him, what's going to be his role in this system. Hopefully, it's something because at the end of the day, Patrick Ricard is a great player to have on your team. It's a player that you definitely want on your team because when everything falls apart, all wheels fall off, you want to look for Patrick Ricard to get you those 3, 4, 5, 6 yards easy. He's a great safety blanket. Outside of Mark Andrews, you need Patrick Ricard on your team. Now, we got one more news. The Baltimore Ravens are reported to be interested in signing their secret wide receiver weapon. Yo, I don't know how long these Ravens have been keeping this weapon from us, but he's legit. I saw a video clip of him, and let me tell you guys, this guy is legit. And Lamar Jackson loves him. He loves him. And the player I'm talking about is Wes Moore out of Maryland. Now, some of you guys may recognize this name, especially if you live in Maryland. And the reason for that is because Wes Moore is the governor of Maryland. Now, the governor of Maryland went for a visit to the Ravens training facility, right? To get a chance to meet the players and the players to get a chance to meet the governor, right? Now, this is not something unusual. I see this a lot of times with a lot of different teams, right? Where the governor will go visit the training facility of that state's team, right? But you don't really see the governor, run a play with the quarterback. You might every now and then, but it's one of those weak plays, where they'll run like 2-3 yards and the quarterback is almost going to like toss him the football, right? Because you don't want to injure him or whatever. No, but this was a real play. This is a good catch, a good throw, good distance. Yo, and he said it himself. He said the pressure is on. So OBJ, Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers, Nelson Aguilar, watch your job. Take care of your job because the governor wants your job. All right. He's willing to leave all of this politics things behind to take your job. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment down below. Pick a topic. I give you guys like 3-4 different topics to talk about. So leave your comment down below once you pick your topic. And at the end of your comment, make sure to leave a hashtag #FlockGame. All right. Just to show the channel that you're part of this family. You're here with us from the beginning of the season all the way to the very end and so on. All right. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the channel. Help us grow the channel and share the channel with a family or a friend or just anybody that you may know that's a Ravens fan that wants to get connected with the Ravens flock. Let them know what's the channel to come to if they want to get connected with the flock. And with that, I'm going to see y'all on the next one.